Yeah. All right. At this point, you guys can outpace it. So you fly out into the daylight, thankful that you could breathe again. You feel the clean, clear air, and you feel like you've successfully evaded. You successfully escaped the tomb for now.
I mean, you're safe. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going until that 10 minutes concentration is up.
So out of rounds here, what are you guys doing? Just like getting as far away as you can?
Yeah. Not as far away. I go as far up. Never mind. I go as far as I can for the 10 minutes. And then once the stone wall becomes permanent, I approach the hill again.
All right.
Hoping only if Nythera does as well.
If you don't mind my saying, where around the hill do you pass? There's a reason I'm asking this. It's because of that.
Probably just a random direction.
Right, because if you're following around the path that we took, a magic mouth spell is going to activate.
Sure. Why don't we have it go off? It'd be kind of fun.
Fair enough. The magic mouth spell simply puts it's Siluran's voice, and it's simply informing them that, like, she doesn't refer to anybody by name because she doesn't know for sure who would have been able to get out. She explains that she cast this spell before they entered the dungeon. This was before they even knew why she was there. And she specifically mentioned she was prepared for her death. And as she's mentioned, she's already died thousands of times anyway. She was prepared for her death to see her objective through. And she specifically tells them, like, at this point, what you do is up to you. But if you happen to be worried about me in any way, don't be. I'm going to be just fine. And she does advise them, like, if they have any common sense at all, just don't go. Like, just don't go back in there because this is a demi-lich. For all they know, who knows? Who knows? So it's entirely up to them, and she just wishes them good luck and best travels and all that kind of stuff. She cast it before they went into a dungeon with the expectation that she might not be with them when she came back out. If she was with them, she was actually going to show them it and have a bit of a laugh about it. Like, hey, look at this. I thought I was going to die.
Well,
okay.
I do not want. After that, I do not want to go back in immediately. I'd rather wait some time, possibly period of
months,
a month, or making another expedition in. So
Yeah.
if we're good with how this ends,
Yeah. No, that's it. That's the wrap up. So you escaped with two of your lives.
Ends up going to a nearby village.
Well, I think you guys did really well considering how lethal this is. Like,
I did pretty well. I never took damage.
Yeah.
I do feel obliged to tell you all, by the way. Do you know what the challenge rating for a demi-lich is? A normal demi-lich.
It's like 15 or something, right?
19.
A normal demi-lich is a challenge rating of 18. So you want a full party of 4 level 18 PCs to take a demi-lich on. This one has an instant kill ability.
This one's challenge is 21.
Yeah, so we 3 level 9 PCs just took down a CR21 threat.
So you would have to go back in there and investigate to see if your theory actually worked.
If it's a demi-lich, then it should have.
That's why I say a period of a few months before making another expedition in.
And Tarbin doesn't intend on going back in. He just intends on searching around to see if life is starting to restore, because that was his entire purpose. If life starts to restore, then he's satisfied with it.
And if you're out of characterly curious, the whole reason why Soren said she'd be just fine is because if her soul or whatever has, like, if she's died, then certain other individuals will come and collect her. If her soul has been consumed in some way, when the Demi-Lich is dead, her soul's going to be released and boom, resurrected again. Like, she's going to be just fine, don't worry about her.
It might take a while for the Demi-Lich to die.
It's fine, she's thousands of years old.
That's true. Interesting.
Nope.
Well, you guys,
Nythera gets to try to in the future to try again.
Yeah, well, you went in with 4. You tried to discover secrets and treasure, and you did discover some treasure and some secrets, and at least some of you lived to tell the tale. But the rest, those of you that lived, can maybe warn others or inform them how to succeed, or be greedy and not tell them and watch them also die when they go in here. But you found the treasure, but you weren't able to get away with it, unfortunately. So maybe if you go again, you could get to the treasure there, and maybe he'll leave you alone this time. Who knows?
I mean, I got plenty of coins from it.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. You do have you could add that up now. So we could do that. I mean, it's not like you're going to use this character again, probably, but it was something.
Who knows? I might.
Okay. Yeah. All right. It's something around like 21,000. Here, I'll just go to the area and read it to you. So unless you guys really don't want spoilers at all at this point, you went through, like, do you care if I explain a few things, or do you want it to be mysterious? So the trick.
Tarbin.
I
was just going to say that Tarbin never intends on going back in.
Yeah. Okay.
Checking on the surrounding area every once in a while, so I'm fine.
Okay. So the trigger was, if you touch the skull, it starts, murdering all of you and devouring your souls and stuff. But if you had just taken the treasure and not touched the skull, you would have been fine. Like, you got that far, you got so close, you could have, the thing fake attacked you, and then from there you were free to grab the treasure.
I just wanted.
But a Sararak is a troll, so
I just wanted the spell tomes, scrolls, and y'all had to go touch the skull with monkeys.
Yeah, you were so close.
It's funny because at that point, the greed for knowledge is one way to survive. The paranoia is what almost got us killed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good troll.
And I tried to play, because it's such a technical module, I tried to run a Sararak by the book, to a T as much as possible. But I definitely could have been okay, well, yeah, he's a Demi-Lich, he could teleport, obviously, but I
just can't actually do that in 5e.
Right, but in old versions, in the older versions, closer to when this was written, they definitely could, and
one of the hardest fights.
Yeah. So it should have just been able to in the older version, basically would have teleported over to that stairway you guys were on, and instantly devoured one of you, and then instantly devour the next one. You'd get a round to do something, and then yeah. But anyway,
instead we win.
You did a good job actually using the wishes from the genie, not being faked out by the fake wish in the room before. And actually, you guys didn't.
You mean except for Borvran?
Yeah. I mean, I think he kind of just wanted to be done at that point, but you also didn't even search the chests in that room.
paranoia, I think.
Yeah,
Curiosity.
because that would have one of them had 10,000 gems in it. The other had 10,000 copper, but but they were made to look like platinum by an illusion. That's amazing.
Like I said, I wasn't actually here greed for money.
Yeah.
I was here more for knowledge. It was just all that.
Well, you got some knowledge.
All the money in the pews can go to funding future research. So
Yeah.
there. So
Well, in Soren's case, there are primarily two motivations in her existence.
I'm just gonna. Oh, sorry. While you're talking, I'm gonna show you what you would have got from the final treasure chamber.
Okay. Well, in
But-
Soren's case, the reason why she was here was exactly as she said. It was to destroy the Ferrac. The reason why she wanted to do that, she
But
unfortunately
backfired.
took to a grave. But there are only two things she's mainly concerned with. One, new experiences, and two, defending the elven people as a whole. So based on that, you could probably figure out why she wanted to do it. It's probably got something to do with the elves.
Cool.
Sword of Vengeance, fuck that.
Oh my gosh, you guys would have gotten like 200,000 gold just from that final chamber. And not all those weapons I just handed you, and there was a magic staff, 3 wondrous items, a magic rod, a magic ring, 12 potions. It was pretty loaded. Anyway.
I just wish Defender could be a dagger.
Oh yeah. But you didn't grab it, so it doesn't matter anyways. Okay, so in that chapel, there was 8,000 silver pieces, 6,000 electrum pieces, and 4,000 gold pieces.
How much?
Here, I'll just type it.
Okay.
And also, quick little piece of epilogue for Tarbin. He finds the nearest temple or shrine of anything of Ogma and just tells the story of Bortrin and returns his holy symbol there. Just eventually.
And the bag of holding from the siren?
Oh my gosh, I totally typed that completely wrong. Oh my gosh, what's wrong with me? Okay.
Is it?
8,000 silver, 6,000.
What was the siren's deal?
I felt so bad for you guys. Oh my gosh. It was cursed to remain in. Yeah, it was cursed to stay in that room, and it was not allowed to give any hints whatsoever as to
I had a feeling
the fact that the curse was that it couldn't give you any hints, but if you invited it to join you and you left the room, then it was going to be able to explain to you that it was cursed and that you just lifted the curse and then answer any questions that you wanted to. But it didn't actually know much about the dungeon, if anything. So you were literally like 5 feet away from getting her out of the room, and then there was another weird magical thing set up where if you grab either of the bags, the other bag and her disappear. So you almost got to leave the
You
room.
can only pick one.
Yeah.
You get to pick one.
Yeah. Actually, in retrospect, she would have basically just followed you around, but if you by grabbing the bag, you did get a bag of holding out of it, so
yeah, but you would have had a lifelong companion.
yeah, and a little bit more clues about everything. Okay, and in that large bag is also okay, oh yeah, not much. The main thing is that it's a bag of holding, which is a treasure in itself.
Yeah, bag of holdings are downright great.
Yeah, yeah.
Like in D&D, they are legendary. They're not as common as you might think.
Yeah, in 5e.
But how often they appear in campaigns, they're not as common as you might think in universe.
Yeah. Okay. What else was interesting?
The skeleton.
Yeah, the room with the skeleton surrounded by
I was sure that
other
wasn't
treasure.
it, but,
Wait, which room?
you know, way in the bottom left. The cobwebs and all that.
Oh. Yeah, it was gonna announce itself as a Sararak and like pretend to be the real deal. And it was just a greater zombie. Yeah, it would have been a relatively easy fight. However, the mace on the floor, had you decided to pick that up, was a where is it? Oh, maybe it wasn't anything special. Whatever, but there was some potions of healing and a bunch of gold in there. Like the crown itself would have been worth 25,000 gold. There was a bunch of spell scrolls in there. And also the ceiling was going to collapse on you after you killed it.
Oh, fucking course.
Collapses seems to be a thing in this dungeon.
Yeah, or it's some kind of crushing or horrible thing.
So, Tarbin, did you want any of the spoils?
He takes just a couple, like a little bit for the food. Probably like 100 gold,
Easy enough.
just so that he doesn't have to make gold in weird other ways.
Oh, also an interesting tidbit. If you decided to go ethereal and walk through the walls or something like that, there was like a 30% chance that a demon would show up and like fight you in the ethereal plane or like force you back so that you couldn't do that. And also there are a bunch of similar set demons that help a Sararak maintain the tomb, which can easily fix the stone wall thing. Unfortunately. Spoiler, but
So it's a sound plan on its own, but she didn't account for the demons.
yeah, he has helpers with all this.
That's okay, because she's still going to win long term, and I could explain to you why, but I'm not going to.
Okay. And anyway, that's if you just
One day, Nytheria and Silurin will, and possibly even Tarbin, will reconvene and take on the Tomb of Annihilation.
there you go.
With the Sararak.
There you go. Yeah. Have you guys actually played that module?
No,
No, I haven't.
I've kind of wanted to play it for a long time, like before I run it, because it seems really interesting, but I don't know.
Yeah, I would prefer to play something than before running it.
Yeah,
See how stupid players can get.
I also I wanted to try playing this first, but yeah.
Never.
Yeah.
Something about first playing it.
Yeah. Well, if you guys ever end up playing Tomb of Annihilation and you want an extra player, that could be really fun. Or maybe I'll just suck it up and run it someday. I don't know. But anyway, that was fun.
Yeah.
Well, that was 3 hours and not 1 hour, but I wasn't sure. Like,
Downs, but it was okay all around.
yeah. If I ever run this again, it'll be way smoother because I've run it once. But
Yeah.
Yep.
yeah,
Let's see. But now that I've fully done it. Oh, so let me tell you about.
all right. I'm gonna end the stream thing because I feel like we've wrapped it up
yeah.
well. Yeah.